the top, we have line pick Banditos. On the blue side, it's going to be zimike on Sona, Elalya on Poppy, Talith PA on Jayce, Parkhurst on Kog'Maw, and Jaja on Rumble. I'm Chobra, and my co-caster today, as always, is...
I'm Gandair of Vato Clan, and on the bottom of the map, we have DeathToLlamas. DeathToLlamas in their first ever finals appearance. We're going to see if maybe they can take the '1 spot, or if they're going to have to end up in that #2 spot. We will see. Will blind pick Banditos get another first place victory? They've been really on a roll recently. For DeathToLlamas' team, we have Volandum playing as Ezreal, stormfallen playing as Ryze, Ragnaarock playing as Jarvan IV, and... my fraps crashed? No, it didn't. Okay, Sacchin playing as Malphite, and Take Your Pill playing as Gragas. We've seen a lot of Ignites on blind pick Banditos' team. I really think those are going to spell disaster for Ryze. Anytime he uses his ult, not going to get that sustain off of it. It's going to... I think that might be the little counter button for him there. We'll see how it plays out. Find out who's going to go bot, who's going to go top. Jayce has a giant hammer. Jayce has been giving me a lot of problems recently playing against him because I haven't figured out how those abilities work yet.
I mean, there's 6 to keep track of, and I've seen pretty much. I think what it comes down to is does the summoner know the ranges of their spells and how to engage? Because he's so versatile, he has the ability to win almost or kind of come out on top at least in most engagements. If it's a range, he can extend his range and have AoE. If it's a close range duel he needs to do, his knockback is actually a little bit of a cast, so it has a casting range, so it's longer than just a next on hit auto attack. Things like that. You really have to think it through, and it's going to take some time for, of course, the summoners who use Jayce to figure that out. But at the same time, I think that's the key of high skill cap, but really rewarding play, really rewarding kit on Jayce, and the summoner platforms will finish here going into game 1 in these finals. Take Your Pill will be going bottom, going against a Parkhurst who's going to be playing Kog'Maw. So Kog'Maw versus Gragas in this bot lane in the beginning.
Bottom lane, Kog'Maw is new and different. No items Kog'Maw opening standard. We will see as both teams head up to the top here. Looks like Jaja is going to get there first. Zimike's going to throw a little bit of damage across the way there. A little bit of a drive-by shooting, as it were, up to the top. And DeathToLlamas ignoring the drill. Looks like they wanted to go for an early 4-person advantage, but it's not working out in their favor right now as Ryze goes down. And Ragnaarock seeming soon to follow as they chase Jaja out of the fight. Sacchin also going to have to retreat right now. Wants to regroup with his teammates before trying to make another play for that top tower. And he does. He catches up with Stormfallen right there. And Talith taking a little bit of damage. Talith PA playing Jayce. It should be interesting to see how that plays out. Talith is a very good AD player. So we'll see what happens there. Jaja getting chased up away there. Damage being exchanged in the center. Everyone on blind pick Banditos' side getting really, really low on health right there. Looks like Lolly's going to go down too, and they are going to swing up for that top point there. And it looks like they might be able to get this neutral. Nope, that's why you don't stand so close together, ladies and gentlemen. You always want to spread out when you're trying to cap. Throws that Garrison down, starts healing the tower right away. Good play by blind pick Banditos to interrupt that.
Oh, Ryze sitting at about 20-30 health will go down to that flamethrower, and yeah, really good interruption by Jayce using that long range, which increases the range and damage and just the radius of that blast, interrupting all 4 people. Meanwhile, Parker's putting out some damage on Take Your Pill, but everything's pretty standard down in bot lane. So DeathToLlamas now has been on the disadvantage for a little bit. They started off, as you mentioned, not taking that drill, trying to go with just a bigger team fight up top, but it didn't work out in their favor. They had to retreat right away. Meanwhile, Jaja using that equalizer to just clear out the minion wave. They're not going to get into a team fight anytime too soon. Actually, hold that thought, because at this speed shrine, we may see an engagement. Stormfallen's going to get slowed by zimike, but here comes Malphite from behind him. Ragnaarock standing still, waiting for a little bit to come in from behind to start with the engagement. There's a good knock up onto 3 of the enemies, but is going to get knocked back by Jayce. A good crescendo catches 3 of DeathToLlamas. Volandum is now actually up front against the enemy. Is going to get bursted down by Jayce. Talith putting on a ton of damage. Meanwhile, the drill is completely pressured by minions. The neutral isn't going to go down. No, it still stands in favor of DTL-Llamas, but DTL just going to get a slight channel here. It's going to finish the neutralize, and now the fight is on a neutral tower. It's going to be even. Ragnaarock puts out a good Cataclysm onto Rumble. Meanwhile, Malphite with an excellent unstoppable force picks up the kill onto Sona. So zimike is down. DTL now going to be a 1v1 against Sacchin. Meanwhile, Ryze getting chased down by Elalya, but stormfallen will come out on top in that duel as he turns around for one extra rune prison and overload.
Yep, and now DTL gonna catch Ryze over there and take him out, and it looks like they're gonna maybe get that back. Yes, they spread out that time. They're only able to hit Volandum there. You always want to stand apart from each other when you're capping like that. I mean, even if it takes you that extra second, because if 3 of your guys get hit by, say, an Ezreal ultimate or something like that, but that one that's standing on the left side does it, you're gonna pick up that tower you might not have been able to pick up otherwise. Always spread out on towers. You know, have closest person start the channel, other guys fan out. It's the best way to play it. Ragnaarock over in the bushes there. DTL going into gun mode. Sacchin throwing out that shard right there. Volandum taking a ton of damage, but Elalya getting some back in return there. Ragnaarock trying to keep zimike and DTL back away from the rest of the team. And we got the rockets go down from Rumble there. And he was able to pick up that kill on Volandum. And it looks like Ryze is going to go down as well. And blind pick Banditos really in control over here.
Yep. They've been able to pretty much siege the entire enemy team here at the drill. There hasn't been much movement past that speed shrine next to the drill. Volandum now desperately trying to defend this point against all 4 people. Doing a pretty good job and does attempt a getaway. There's a devastating blow by Poppy, but as a matter of fact, Ezreal will pick up that kill before returning to the summoning platform to heal. The tower has been neutralized though, so Banditos still has a massive advantage. This is the objective, so they want it pretty badly. The minion wave is going to be on their side. However, Malphite is continuing the channel, going to be able to recap that drill. That's going to be safe for the time being. Kill goes down onto Rumble. Ragnaarock going to continue chasing zimike. Zimike forced to use that crescendo, but Ragnaarock still wants to chase. Volandum now comes in with the Arcane Shift, does land some hits onto zimike, but they want to go ahead and try to cap this windmill. It is the objective, and that's also going to help them get that 3 cap back into their favor. Ragnaarock jumps onto DTL with an excellent stoppable force. Raj also came out a little bit of a stacked ultimate there. Not as necessary, but secured kill is a secured kill, and DTL-Llamas will get this windmill. And
DTL-Llamas now up in this game. 3 caps at 302 next health, causing blind pick to tick down from 445. And stormfallen, is he going to go for that relic? No, he's gonna pass that up, and he's gonna go ahead and hook up with his teammate over there. Not quite sure why he would pass up the relic. Unfortunately, it's a really good thing to have, but maybe they want to make this play before they lose the opportunity to do so. Elalya not going to get caught by that rune prism, it looks like, and somebody's going to put a little bit of damage out. They're just going to hang around. Down at the bottom, Parker's got to take your pill, pushed up against the tower. Not a lot of action happening there. And we're just going to see how this turns out. We got a creep wave moving up onto the windmill right there. Elalya is going to be the first one into the fight. We have the equalizer being thrown down on top of it. Lots of damage being spread around. Volandum seems to be the one that they want dead because they know how dangerous Ezreal can be. Sacchin being the closest one is the one that's going to get all the damage there as Ragnaarock backs off to try and deal with zimike. And now Ragnaarock in a hard spot in between the entire enemy team is going to get taken down. Elalya with the triple kill.
Man, this Poppy is doing some work. Meanwhile, Parkers picks up that kill on to take your pill. Gragas going down, leaves it open, but good True Barrage is going to delay the cap. The tower has been neutralized though, so now it's a 3-to-1 cap situation. DTL-Llamas really needs to get some towers back if they want to get back in the game. The momentum is fully in favor of Blind Banditos. The Parkers exhaust and then picks up the health relic. Really good play, and DTL comes in for the assistance, helping pick up that kill for a Parker. So Parker's really well set up. It tries to go for the interrupt, but DTL is going to be half a second too late. Take your pill does still get the capture, and now into port back. Meanwhile, Ragnaarock is trying to pressure zimike and Elalya, trying to help out Stormfallen. Stormfallen taking a ton of damage from this Poppy. Ignite is on him, going to go down. Crescendo comes out because Ragnaarock has now taken down zimike. And Elalya not in the best of positions. Sacchin is trying to chase down, but DTL was in the area, so they're not going to commit to any fight. Meanwhile, Ragnaarock is pressuring the windmill, but Ignite comes out once again onto Ragnaarock. The 3 Ignites really coming to play, and good Flame Splitter. And DTL picks up that kill with that knockback, which does percentage health damage. Really a strong spell, can chunk the enemy's health instantly. And Volandum now joining up Sacchin once again to try to pressure the windmill again, but perhaps what DeathToLlamas needs to do at this point is change focus on the map, because they just cannot leave the area of the drill. They're constantly getting pushed back and sieged under this drill tower. Sacchin has taken a lot of damage after Volandum goes down. Ezreal is once again out of the fight. Ryze taking a ton of damage too. They can't even leave the tower. They're surrounded. Elalya comes in. Good knockup from Jarvan. Can he pick up 2 kills here? They're chasing down Elalya, but that gives room for Tal'Dorei to come in and pick up that kill onto Sacchin. Malphite goes down, and now it's just Jarvan alone as the Mike channels this tower.
Ragnaarock doing a good job. Been playing well. This all this tournament so far that we've seen, Ragnaarock's been doing a great job with J4. And blind pick, what you were talking about, keeping them under that drill like that, that's what you want to do. The 3 and hold thing, that will lose you games, because if you're going to just hold the positions, have some people hanging out up on windmill, that's going to give the enemy team time to go out on the map, find a position, and make a play happen. What blind pick Banditos is doing right here is by pressuring that drill as much as they have been, they're really not giving an option for DeathToLlamas to push out and get active on the map. It keeps them in control of the enemy movement, which means they're in charge of when the plays get made and where, and they don't yield that to DeathToLlamas by just trying to hang out and play it safe for a little bit. That constant aggression is keeping them in firm control of this game, and without that now they've just lost windmill. We'll see what happens up at the top here. They know that they're hanging out behind it, up behind those bushes, but a nice equalizer goes down right there, and excellent play by Rumble. Just laying that out right across all of DeathToLlamas. And Elalya picking up the triple kill there. Another triple for Elalya.
That was a really good equalizer, like you said. Just beautifully set up, catches all 3 people, and they had to blink out into the enemies, which was blind pick Banditos. DeathToLlamas was forced to either stay on the equalizer or get just even more into the middle of the fight. And we saw what happened as Volandum blinked out into the enemies. Pretty much got sandwiched instantly, got bursted down. Very good setup, and that gave Poppy free roam to just run around and pick up the kills. We're going to see another engagement as Ragnaarock goes in, and there's the ensemble forced to follow. That was a really good combo coming up from DTL-Lamas. They are bursting down Jaja. Two-Shot is not going to connect with him, but actually knocks down a lot of health from Tal'Dorei. Malphite picks up a double kill onto Rumble. Poppy is still alive. Overload comes down. No, the last auto attack will pick up that kill, and DTL-Llamas now going to transition right back up to the windmill, try to get this 3-cap back in their favor. They are stalling the momentum of blind pick Banditos a little bit now, so they have quite the advantage in terms of where they were in the beginning of the game. However, Gragas has been losing out on this bot lane, so again, just both teams may need to consider a little bit of shift of focus. I mean, bot lane's been really dominant for blind pick Banditos. They've been starting to lose the momentum up at top. Perhaps they can just siege out at the enemy's boneyard, and we'll see how that goes. Elalya going to run into stormfallen. It's a 1v1 duel. No teammates too close by. A lot of hits coming out from Elalya, but they're both going to back off for the time being. They're both waiting on their teammates to join up. Sacchin comes up on Malphite, but Jaja's going to get there first with a good equalizer, and actually kill credit goes to zimike for picking up that long range kill. And there's the ultimate, the diplomatic immunity, and 3 people onto this Malphite. Despite his tankiness, he's not going to last long at all. Poppy going to pick up yet another kill. Ryze and Ezreal a tad bit late to the party. Jarvan is coming in from behind. There's a good knockup and a great cataclysm, locking down 2 of the enemies. Good crescendo coming out from zimike. The locks on Volandum, and that's going to be a pickup kill for Poppy. Poppy now left alone with Jarvan. The Jarvan picks up a triple kill in return, so they're going to be able to hold this drill for the time being. However, blind pick Bandito still has a 3-cap all this time because they took the
Parker's
boneyard.
Intercepting Take Your Pill down here. He does not want Take Your Pill to get to that bottom point. And the knockback from that cask, Parkhurst parked right up against the wall, didn't really feel the effect of that at all, and was able to kind of still stand and deliver throughout that engagement. Now Sacchin going down there for a Parkhurst, and things don't look good for him right now. He's going to get picked apart, yes, but he's got that Acasian surprise, but he can only hit one person with it. It looks like it's going to be Stormfallen. Volandum's going to pull off the cap down bottom, but with all of them committed to the bottom lane and defending it, 4 versus 1 up here at the top, Ragnaarock sees this as like, nope, it's just not worth it. He's just going to go ahead and back on out of there while zimike+Sona pursues him.
Sacchin now coming up to help Ragnaarock. Take Your Pill has also shifted back up top. Stormfallen now going to go down, so it's going to be Ryze versus Kog'Maw in the bottom. Jarvan does go in. Jaja gets bursted down immediately. Equalizer comes out. That's going to take a lot of damage against Jarvan and Ezreal especially. So they're pretty low as they try to wind up here on the windmill. It is only Sona at the time, so they have few seconds before it's there comes out the Garrison. Good interrupt, but Jarvan coming in from behind to get the surround onto the enemies as they channel this windmill. Really good interrupts constantly coming up from Blind Pick Banditos, but can they survive this fight? Poppy in fact is going to take down Ezreal. Poppy is still sitting healthy compared to the enemy. Malphite and Gragas both very low. Poppy's gonna go ahead and pick up a triple kill. Can they get the finish kill onto Take Your Pill? Take Your Pill is just running for his life, but going to get caught by Rumble if he continues onto this tower. They're chasing at this point. They know the revives aren't up. Blind Pick Bandito has the leisure to just chase down this one straggler to get the cleanup kill and stop the timer on those death timers a little bit longer, so the fight is in their favor next time they meet up. Once again, Parker is going to get another really good kill down at bottom using that exhaust in his favor, and this may be game as it's a 3-1 cap, only 22 points left.
Yeah, Parker's trying to keep Ragnaarock off of this tower. He just wants to harass him. He just wants to keep it neutral. There's no reason to try and go for it. And, Ragnaarock going right on through that wall, because walls are only a suggestion in League of Legends. And Elalya turned that corner, putting him in a bad spot, but him jumping right back over Elalya, he's going to get that Kog'Maw kill that he wanted, leaving Elalya going, where did he go? And Elalya wants to be in the picture at the end of the game. Dance with Gragas.
Just sitting out.
He doesn't like her dancing. It's a very funny spot to get stopped.
That's going to be game.
And it looks like, not looks like, but Blind Pick Banditos is going to take game 1. We're going to see if DeathToLlamas can bring things back in the second game.